Welcome back to the channel. Today we're looking at Monster Hunter Wilds. You know, they're very early forging of weapons and stuff that you can do. I wanted to just show off for those people interested because the game comes out tomorrow. You might not have seen some stuff here, so there'll be very small spoilers here, but you know, nothing too bad, just what something can look like from the very first monster that you kill, which you can see on screen, me trying to kill him with the hammer. I've never played hammer before in Monster Hunter in the entire series, so it's a bit of a learning curve for me. But before we get into it, I'm giving away a copy of Monster Hunter Wilds, so make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave me a comment down below telling me what weapon you are going to use. So let's get into it. In the main little city area that you first go to, there's a smithy called Gemma. Now this on my back is called the Hope Hammer, and I've got the Hope set of clothes on. As soon as you kill that first enemy, you obviously scavenge them, get all the bits and pieces that you want, and you can use that to upgrade armor or weapons. So first and foremost, we'll just take a quick look at the weapons. So in here we have the hammer. So the Hope Hammer is what I've got. You can see it there in the little preview window. They also have like a weapon tree. Well, I'm assuming that not only will stats increase, but maybe you'll unlock certain moves, new moves that you can do, new combos. You know, this one's got a little fire symbol on, so maybe you can set your hammer on fire and start hitting people. So the more you upgrade a weapon, you know, you can pick which trees you want to go to, and then you will get different results. As that one's got two little purple circles. I don't know what that means. These two are obviously electric based, and so on and so forth. However, the design of some of these are amazing. So that little frog thing you saw me fighting, I can create this hammer with it, and that just looks incredible. It looks like a big pufferfish on the end of a stick, and I can just whack people with it. So I'm very excited to do that. There's also this bone tree, which I think looks cool as well, and that's all you can really see when it comes to that. If you see up the top, we've got weapon tree. You can also go to Forge list and just literally see the things that are available for you to do, and then we've got the upgrade list, which is obviously part of the weapon tree as well. So you get this whole menu here that you can look at, or if you want to make it simple, you could just go here. And one of the good things as well is that my attack goes up over 100 just from making this hammer, which I'm going to at the end of this video. But let's have a very quick look at like all the other weapons and what you can get from the very first one. So you go from the Hope Blade to the Bone Blade. I don't have anything for the fat thing that I just killed for the sword. That's interesting. Maybe there's a specific part that I didn't scavenge that might kick it off. Let's have a look at the longsword. Let's check the longsword. Maybe it's just swords that I can't upgrade, but we can still look at the bone one. So the bone one looks sick as hell, in my opinion. I don't know where you get those mystery bones from, but they look sick. Let's look at the sword and shield. Maybe you get one here. Okay, so you get it's basically a club and a shield. That looks absolutely insane, by the way. I love that. And then we've got the bone one, which also looks incredible. That big sword looks insane, or the kukri as it is, looks incredible. Let's have a look at the jewel blades. Now, jewel blades is what typically I would usually play when it comes to stuff like this, but you know, I wanted to just change it up this time around and play something a little bit more impactful and smacking people on the head with. Then bone hatchets are sick. I like how it changes the name based on the design, because they could have just made this bone daggers, but it does look more like a hatchet. That's some real thought there, right there. Hammer, we already know. I don't know why I'm clicking that. Hunting horn. The horn looks ridiculous. It looks just silly, but you know, I know a lot of people really do like this weapon. I've never tried it before. It looks too complex for me to figure out, but they do look cool. That looks like a big pipe that you smoke from. Let's have a look at the lance. I'm assuming there'll be just the bone lance here. They look exactly the same, just a different shape shield. That's disappointing because lances do look ridiculously big. We go to the forge lance, the gun lance, and then the bone gun lance. Again, very similar. I do like that one though. That looks kind of cool. The actual gun part of it, not the shield. The gun lance part of it, not the shield. Epic. Switch axe. That looks sick on its own, to be fair. I wouldn't want to change it. The bone axe one looks alright. Not that great. Not that great. Charge blade. Boom. Forge list. So there is one for the little green froggy thing that I just killed. It looks alright. It looks like a Final Fantasy X weapon. That shield's pretty magnificent though, to be fair. And then we've got the bone one, which, to be fair, I kind of prefer the bone one for that. But looking very cool. Light bowgun. Forge list, that or a hunter's rifle. Not too much difference. Insect glaive, This was one of my favorite weapons in the past as well. Oh, that doesn't look that great. I think I just prefer the Hope one. Disappointing. Heavy bowgun. Forge list. Oh, that looks sick. That looks incredible. Oh my days. And then we go to the bow. Bow. Hunter's bow. Well, that looks really fat, that bow does. That one looks like Horizon Zero Dawn's one. Alloy's one. Right, now let's look at the armors that you can get with this. So, you don't have a list here of like the forge list. You just kind of have to go through them. Now, every single armor that you make has two different types of armor. So we've got the green circle and the orange diamond. If you look over there just under the word hope, they are exactly the same stats. It just depends on how you want to wear them. So, for instance, this hat here, if you equip this one, build it, equip it, you'll have your hood up like I've got on my character over there on the left. Or I could craft this and leave him completely bald on top, no hood, no hat, and just his hair, and have that thing dangling around his neck. So you can pick and choose, I believe. So if you wanted like this top with the sleeves down to the mid-arm, you could have that alongside the hood. And then we've got, you know, difference in gauntlets. We've got the difference in the coil, I guess it's called. The skirt. And then we have the greaves. So you get to pick and choose what you look like. You know, you don't have to just craft one set of armor. You can mix and match between the same weapon type, the same armor type. So the same hope type, you can go through and choose the ones you want. Then we've got leather stuff as well. So for instance, the leather one, you can either have goggles on your face or have them hanging on the top of your head. These two look fairly identical, so I don't know why that's in there, but you know. Then we got like a gauntlet and like a little gauntlet. Everyone's gonna want that in it. So as you can imagine, the chainmail one is fairly knightish. You know, you look like a knight. That looks sick, by the way. Gauntlets, belts, pants. That is kind of like samurai-ish. We got this little thing here that I picked up. You know, some bulak chi shells. I can have those little glasses on, or I can have some big bug glasses on my head. But the big thing that I killed, the big frog, looks utterly unbelievable. Look at that. Reminds me of like Reptile from Mortal Kombat with the thing around his mouth. And then you can have like a almost woolen like collar around, and there's the gauntlets. And then, you know, the other set of them is like more cat-like. So really up to you how you build them. That set of van braces is sick. I would probably go with that face, that chest, and that set of arms when I do make them. Obviously you have to kill the same boss more than once to get enough equipment, but let's make that weapon because it looked incredible. Give me that 500 zennies, a Z. Look at this woke game.
Perfection. Now.
Look at the insanity of that. Can I draw it out in here? I don't think I can. That looks incredible. I'm gonna squash some heads with that. How's that even like staying on his back? There's so much weight there on the right hand side. I'd either keep falling over or it would just hit the floor. That's some magic physics, that is. But that's it really, just a quick look at like the starter things that you can do when you very first play the game. And I hope it was enjoyable. Let me know down below in the comment section. Thank you for watching. I've been Easy. Now you guys have been awesome.